because I knew, sir, for me to win the seats, I just need to put in work. And like A Plus is saying, even to make sure, I saw his youth organizer told somebody, say he was going to beat me with about 65%, and I laughed. And I said, you don't know Baba Sadiq, you don't know me. And I also, some of the things that I also realized a lot of the politicians do, which I think is a mistake for them, is that, a free media entertainment industry, sometimes they tend to take us for granted. Don't wondering here, we are not serious people. So we do okay, I say media entertainment. Okay, say music, entertainment perfect. I just laugh at them. I'm like, even the media and entertainment industry, I was working in very, very serious positions. It was not just working, but at the point that I was programs director at Viasat One. There was a management position, and then even becoming a CEO, building a business from ground up. Now we're scaling it up. Now you have a lot of people working under you. Now you're overlooking various functions of the business, sales, marketing, finance, and all of those things. It was just that you're operating in media entertainment, but essentially management principles is not different from the bank guy, the bank manager, who also rely on the same money. So that's some of the mistakes. And also, if we industry, because it connects to marketing and communications, and me personally have run major campaigns, like 3 nationwide campaigns. I knew we needed to gather research. We need to gather insights. We need to understand what was going on, what was working right for him, what was working wrong for us, what was some of the mistakes. I had to sit with my former parliamentary candidates. I had to understand them very well. Where did you get it wrong? What are your regrets? Where did you think you got it right? I had to go back and find old chairman of the constituency. One of the chairman of the constituency that got us close to winning the seat when we were calculating off in 2008 was my closest advisor, Chairman Hamidu. Okay. Every little minute I rush to him. What do you see here and here? And he's got his ears on the ground. He's got everything around. Ask him, speak to him and say, look, this is the insight we are getting here. What do we do? How do we turn it around? The guy is strong here. The guy is strong here. Let's get the blood situation doesn't look like it's changing here. What do we do?
Let's say humble.
No, I've never had, that's the other part about it. I've never been afraid.
Who are more? But say, Oko Chairman, or say, Reverend Hamidu.
I go to him because, obviously we wanted to win. And so, onya insight biya, onya feedback biya, and no one say biya, I say maybe in a particular area, what campaign. But after a while, you're expecting, say, there will be a shift when the research results come. But you see, say, okay, the shift has come in presidential, maybe a parliamentary, it's very minimal. Then you go back to him to go and sit with him, say, a DNA say, and because he is very knowledgeable and knows everybody, you can think and say, okay, the Cobra. You call him and say, go and see this person, go and see that person, call this person. Can you convert this person? So we did a lot of convert operations. And the thing about, I think one of the things that worked for me again was that because we free media and entertainment industry in Imono, and I had a reputation before I went into the affairs, a lot of the young voters in the more hardline, one of the more hardline blocks, voting blocks, they resonated with me more. So they were the ones that were actually selling me to their parents.
Okay.
So you go, Baba Sadiq, Omar, this is a guy that's contesting for NPP, NDC. So you need to come in and sit down. And in places like Tesano, they didn't used to have a record of voting for, say, NDC, because they are more middle to upper class. They need to listen to you. They need to hear you. You need to connect to them. So I spent a lot of time working there. And after prayers, I step into, look, my knees are still in pains. House to house. I walk in the constituency, and the constituency is, like I told everybody that, look, fortunately I followed President Mahama on the campaign in 2020. And I went to some constituencies via, we're doing about 5 stops in certain places. And that's one of the reasons why President Mahama won, for example, because I know when he goes into a particular constituency, what you see on TV, on social media, is maybe 1 or 2 spots that he's gone to. 3 other spots that he goes to, you don't see it. In a place like German North, we went to a place called Duadaso in 2020. We had to go through Ivory Coast and enter Duadaso. And one electoral area, Ghana,
Ivory Coast and
yes, that's all. One electoral area to another electoral area is about 2 hours, 3 hours. 2 hours, 3 hours. When we went to Western, so because of that experience, I was like, well, this circumstance is geographically small. I can walk from here to here, and it's true. I walk from Apemqua, maybe 1991 from Mancheman, and I alone. Sometimes my team were or the executives were scared for me. Say, actually, you need to have a security. Sometimes I sit on motorbike, bicycles, everything. I said, no, there's nothing to be afraid of. Let me go and campaign. What is there to be afraid of? I am not the MP yet. Why should I be putting all this security and everything? Let me walk into their homes and just go and say hello. So I know there are a lot of people today that even when I went on my thank you from yesterday, they were like, no, they are not surprised, because I had a target that in most of the lecture areas, I was going to go around house to house at least 4 times before election. Some of the ones I go, you don't even know about it. I can park the car, enter Tesano, and be knocking houses. Say, hello,
door to door.
How are you? How is everything? My name is Baba Sadiq. I'm the NDC parliamentary candidate. I just came to say hello. Oh, you're the one. I saw your posters. Come and sit down. Then we have a conversation. And you can discuss anything with them, law, economics. And so they were like, wait a minute. This is like a breath of fresh air. And so and most of them told me, look, we're going to try it this time around. We had to make at the point in time, we had to make a plea to them that, look, just give me just this one opportunity. If you think the AI and the Canibiano is awesome and strong, just give me this one opportunity. And I never talked down on the candidate, on the
competitor.
MP. We never talked down on him.
Yeah.
The only thing we could say was that we had to explain to them, say, some of the projects that they thought was coming from was done by central government, for instance. And so we kept on asking, say, what was his personal legacies or personal initiatives are? Why, it addresses some of the major issues. But we never, because he was light in most places. And so the only way to the heart is, don't focus on him, focus on yourself.
But we don't